everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Miss Seashell here. And I want to just send out an early happy Valentine's Day. Galentines, however you want to celebrate or recognize the significant people in your life. And this is just a part of what I want to share with you for the hashtag So in Love February series hosted by Anna Wight. So this is just a little something I picked up from Dollar Tree. It's a wooden, one of these little corrugated boards, but I thought it was so cute. It's got this little heart in here that says sealed with a kiss. And then I made this little collage of flowers using one of the wooden hearts. And I just attach a multitude of these glittered roses onto the heart here. And just make a cute little hanging sign. So for the project that I want to share with you today is 3 cards that I created. And I'm just going to move this to the side and we're just going to jump right into these fun, cute little cards that I created for this series. So first of all, I'll put these to the side, but I'll show you everything that I used in creating these cards. And it's a multitude of things here. So there's just a couple of things. Here's some glitter. These are the confetti glitters by Nicole's Basic Craft Corner. And I got this a while ago from when we used to have a store called AC Moore. And I miss that store. Oh my goodness. I got you some stickles here in the pink taffeta. And stickles in the Stardust. I use this craft ribbon in this gingham red check. Use some of this yellow embossing thread. I also used some clear stamps, and I'll show those as I match up each of the cards that I use. But this is from the So Lovely signature collection by Sarah Davies, and this one is called Tailor Made. And there's another one that's a part of the series, and this one is called Thread and Thimble. And I think I used just this one, the Tailor Made one. And then I also use these alphabet clear stamps. This is by Hero Arts. And these are the cross stitch alphabet set. You can see those. And then I also use from Stampabilities the clear stamps, and this is called Sewing. So those were the clear stamps that I used. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. And then I used these Valentine doilies. Really cute. I used the nesting dies here in the Fancy Edge oval and in the Fancy Edge rectangle. And then I used the hearts for from Bo Bunny, but I used this tiny one right here. And then for my card stock, for my to mount on my cards for 8/7 size cards, I use this set here. It's Basil, and this one comes with cards and envelopes. And there's red in here, and then I've got some that's pink and a darker red as well, because they come in these 3 colors. So 2 of each. 2 of this dark red, 2 of this medium, and then the lighter red. So now for the stamps that I use for the cards, I found these cute stamps, and let me tell you, I got these for such a deal. There's a local thrift store here, and they're only open on Saturdays, and I have to get there early, just so that I can go through the shelves and see what they have. So I was able to find these adorable stamps here. This one is a JRL Designs, and it's entitled Rachel. And she is too adorable in her little smock dress here, in her little bow, in her hair, in her little patchwork little shoe and dress, and the little smock underneath the little dress. The next stamp I use, this one is called Love You to Bits, and that's the only information that I got on this one. There was nothing else on here, and so I made one of the cards with using this stamp. So cute. And then the other stamp that I used, I got this little heart stamp. It's like a little, it looks like a little cross stitching stamp. I used that one. This one is Inka Dinka Doo, and doesn't give any other information on here but a number 2422. But little heart stamp there. And then I use the little tilde. And I think this is from the Christmas series, but I couldn't find any information on it, because when I got these stamps, I actually got them in a group with some other stamps, with some little Gorgeous Girl stamps from the same thrift store. And it was just a whole bundle of stamps. And this one, it didn't come mounted with anything. It didn't have the packaging. But Tilda Magnolia. And as you can see, there's a little tiny heart. But it looks like it's a Christmas ornament. So I used that one. So I think there are, let me think of something else that I have. Want to use, I think that's it. And if I'm missing anything, I'm definitely going to come back and share it with you. Oh, I am missing one stamp. 1 second. So I found the other stamp that that I was able to purchase, and I got this one on, I think it was either eBay or Etsy, but this is Stampin' Up, and it's the Patchwork Angel. So I used, from this series, I used this little stamp here. It's a little trio of stitched hearts, and that's Stampin' Up 1993. But it came with this set here with the little angel here, and then some other stamps in here. But yes, that's what I was missing, that stamp there. So also I used some paper from, this is Cartabella, and it's a 6x6 paper pad called So Lovely. And I used a few of the paper in this collection here. And this is really, really pretty, double-sided. So I'll be using this for some of my other projects too. So stay tuned to see some other things using this. So I think that is it for the supplies that I use. So now let me just share with you the adorable cards that I created. And I am just so happy with the way these turned out. So I'll just show you each one first, and then I'll explain what I did for each card. Okay, so let's move these two to the side, and then I'm going to explain what I did for this card. So I used the little Rachel stamp, this one, for her. And then I took that ribbon, the gingham red ribbon, as I showed you here, and the little embroidery yellow. And I used the rectangle stitched die here, and I cut out 4 little panels because I wanted it to look like a little patchwork quilt. And then I had some of this gingham red or yellow in some of my paper stash. So I used that as a base for the card. And then I just colored her in using some sweet little spring yellows and greens and blues. I wanted her little dress to look like a little blue jean dress. And then I used the letters here, and I spelled out "so lovely." And so I mounted these 4 panels and then did the ribbon here, and then I tied off a little bow using the embossing thread here. And then I stamped on the back, and actually this is a Stampin' Up stamp that I have, and I forgot to pull that one out, but I'll show that one again. But anyway, stamp that one on the back. Cute. And then for the inside, I took the alphabet stamp that I showed you, and I put it on my stamping platform. So what I did, I just took the letters and I just lined them up on my stamping platform, and then I just laid my paper down and then just stamped it. So just using the little alphabet in order. And then this is, the area where you can write in. So I just kept it real simple. And so that is my little Rachel So Lovely card. Adorable. Too cute. Okay, so the next one is this little girl here. And this is Love You to Bits. And then this is where I used that little stitch heart here in the middle of that, like that. And then I just colored her in, really cute. Just a simple little patchwork dress. And then I did the same technique that I did in the other card when I stamped the letters all around the card here. And then I have a stamp in my stash that says "Thanking You," so I just stamped that out and just mounted that on a little strip of paper here. And then on the back of the panel here was just some scrap paper in my stash. but I used it because I like the variations of the colors there. And then I just mounted that little sentiment on the bottom. And I didn't stamp the back, which I will be doing that. And then in the inside, I just left it blank. And then I used that same alphabet stamp, and I did the I and the U for the heart. So I heart you. So I think she turned out super cute. So that's my second card. And then the third card, using the adorable little Tilda here. And she is just so super cute. And what I did for her was I wanted to look like, well, mimic that she was sitting on some spools of thread here. So that's where this clear stamp came in. I used the little spools of thread here. I used the thimble and the little buttons from that one. And then I used from the So Lovely, this little stamp here that has the little sewing little box here with the little spools of thread and the little buttons. And so that turned out really super cute. And then I used from the, the cardstock that I showed you. And then this here, this layer of cardstock here, this was gifted to me in a swap. We did an embossing swap with Meet Me with some die cuts. And I received this pretty piece here. So I decided to use that to back this particular piece up. So I cut, now let me back up, because this card right here is actually a little shaker. So you see the little bits moving around in that? That's where I use the hearts, the little glitter hearts. So I made just a little, using some vellum, and I made a little pocket. And then this is where I want to show you where I use the trio stamp from the Stampin' Up. I took and I just stamped multiple times all across a piece of paper, cardstock, and I just colored those in. So you can see that. And like I said, I just stamped and stamped, and then I just colored each and every one of them in. So you'll see some over on that side. So once I made the pocket, then I filled it up with the little glitter. And then I cut the oval out using the nesting dies, the oval one here. And then the little stamps here were the little buttons from that one. So I cut those out and I put one on either side. And then I put the little basket here, the thimble. And then again, like I said earlier, she's sitting on little spools of thread. And she's holding her little heart ornament. And then I used some of the Mod Podge, the Dimensional Magic, just to give it some shimmer on the buttons and on the thread, the heart, and all the little elements. Just wanted to give them some pop. So for this one now, the negative and the positive of the hearts here, I used, that's where I used the little, the Bo Bunny tiny heart. This little teeny one here. And so I just punched out each corner, like here. And then from that, I used the little hearts, and then I mounted those on the corners of this. And here's the little heart paper doily. And I just back that behind the shaker because I just wanted to give this little card some balance. It's got a lot going on, you know. You got the shaker, and then you've got the little elements here. But I think it really ties in with the sewing theme very well. And then I just used a blank panel in the mid, or for the inside, and then just distressed it a little bit with some of my red oxide, my distress oxide in Festive Berries. Actually, so I'll show you. I use this one. So that, and then on the back I just stamped with a little stamp that I have, handmade with love. This little stamp here. Yep. So that is my card. Well, my cards for hashtag Sew in Love February. Oh, let me just say this. This is a little sentiment stamp that I have in my stash, and I just wanted to put there, "You're a true friend." So I got ahead of myself. So again, these are my adorable little cards that I made for this series, and I am really happy with the way they turned out. And tell me which one you like, which one's your favorite. I think they're all adorable, and I just wanted to make them all unique in their own little way. But I think they are just really cute, just adorable. So thank you for joining me today. And stay tuned, because I have some other projects that I've created for this series, and you'll see those in another upcoming video. So take care, everyone. Stay well. Happy Valentine's Day. Stay sweet, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.